national spotlight, Cody Zeller. The Washington product has certainly been a game changer.
Yes, he has. In part 2 of our Rebirth in Bloomington series, Jeremiah Johnson goes to Zeller's hometown and talks with his parents about their son's role in bringing IU back.
If you've paid attention to basketball in Indiana over the last decade, one name says it all: Zeller.
It's been a great run and some great years here.
Here we go.
In 2005, Luke hit the shot heard around the state.
Midcourt. Puts it up at the buzzer.
3 years later, it was Tyler's turn, leading Washington down the road to a title.
That's a great feeling going back to Conseco. It's going to be fun.
While freshman brother Cody just soaked up the experience. Then in March of 2011, Cody capped off his senior season with a second straight state championship.
It's been an exciting time. I don't think you could ask for a much better time to win, 4 state championships in 8 years.
An exciting time for everyone in Washington, especially proud parents Steve and Lori, who not only raised champions on the court, but in the community and classroom as well.
The expectations were you did the best you could at everything you did, and that's what we encourage them to do, is do the best they could.
Expectations are nothing new for Cody Zeller. The youngest of 3 basketball brothers had tremendous shoes to fill once he put on the Hatchet uniform.
When Cody was here in high school, we'd pull out on the highway every day, and he would see this Mr. Basketball sign with Steve Bushy, Luke Zeller, Tyler Zeller, and that was it. And, I asked him once, I'm like, how will you feel if your name is not on that sign? Because it was almost like, oh, remember that last Zeller.
And by the time the last Zeller started attracting the attention of college coaches across the country, Steve and Lori had the routine down pat.
Athletic office, this is Lori.
Mom is the athletic office secretary at Washington High School and often got to screen the calls headed for Coach Gene Miller.
I kind of had a handle on who was interested, who was calling. After a while, they figured it out, and so they would say, is this Lori Zeller?
On the third one, you got to let him decide, and he's got to be happy where he's at, and if he's happy where he's at, then we're happy where he's at.
In November of 2010, Cody decided he would be most happy leading the Rebirth in Bloomington.
Next year, I'm going to go to IU.
And that decision appears to be the perfect one for Cody, his parents, and the entire Hoosier Nation. Through 24 games, the 6'11 freshman is averaging over 16 points and 6 rebounds a game. He's helped put Indiana basketball back on the map, thanks in part to wins over number 1 Kentucky and number 2 Ohio State.
Stolen away, and that's going to do it.
Indiana has engulfed him into their, if you just look at some of the billboards that they've put up as you travel around the highways, and it's a neat thing that, and all the fans have been great. The university's been very good, and it's just all fallen together.
First Luke, then Tyler, followed by Cody. It has been quite a run for the Mr. Basketball brothers, so much so that the city of Washington may as well be known as the city of the Zellers.
The first thing they say, well, do you know the Zellers? Or, that's where the Zellers are from. You always get that kind of reaction, especially from anybody that knows anything about basketball. And some people that know very little about basketball, but they've heard the Zeller name.
Luke, Tyler, and Cody all finished in the top 3 of their graduating class as well. Parents would be wise to listen to some of Steve and Lori's secrets to their success.
My advice would be to be a good role model. Be there for them.
If you're going to do it right and put 100% into it. That's the way we approach things, and then they decided where they wanted to go.
And perhaps Cody's high school coach says it best when describing what sets the Zellers apart from the rest, what makes them the best trio of brothers to play the game of basketball in Indiana.
They're everything you'd want out of a player. They're intelligent, they play hard, they practice hard, they work hard at the game of basketball to get better. They're just, they've got tremendous attitude.
And you know what? They've got tremendous parents. Steve and Lori Zeller have so many stories to tell, so many lessons to share. They have plans to write a book after Cody's college career comes to an end. And think about the chapter that could be written next month if somehow Indiana played North Carolina in the NCAA tournament.
Ah, gotta love it. Runs in the family.
Well, they're raising great basketball players, but also great people, too, which is the whole point.
Competition, work ethic, dedication, triumph. All great principles to live by.
All right, thanks to Jeremiah Johnson for that fantastic story. Okay, a longtime Fox favorite, folding.